What's up, guys? Happy to be back in front of the camera, but I have some terrible news. Unfortunately, this weekend I ran a horrible race. It was my very first mile of the entire season, so I was really excited about it and was hoping that I'd drop an awesome time. And a lot of my buddies have been running really well in the mile from Colorado, so I thought that was going to be me. And I'd kind of been sick throughout the earlier parts of the season, which was a really big bummer for me. I wasn't healthy for a lot of the races so far, and I was finally feeling good again for this mile on Saturday. And then I completely bombed. I ran about, I don't know, like 7 seconds slower than I wanted to run. I wanted to be around 4:16, 4:17. And I ended up running 4:24, which is a huge bummer for me considering that last year, an entire year ago as a freshman, I ran 4:27, and so to train for a full year and then only run 3 seconds faster after I thought I'd gotten a lot better was very disappointing for me. And it's also disappointing because in order to qualify for Brooks PR, which I've made my very public goal, I'm gonna have to run a heck of a lot faster than that. It's hard for me to do that just because I think when you run bad, it can be very mentally challenging, mostly because I'm a basketball player as well, and when you have a bad basketball game, it's like, okay, like my shot was off. I just like wasn't feeling it. But for running, it's like a lot more intense because you start to like wonder, can I really not go faster than that? Like, what exactly is it? And so Saturday was just not a good day. Like, I was just super disappointed in it. And then I started to look back on it and kind of reflect on it, and I realized that there are a lot of good things that come from this. And it was kind of a wake-up call for me. I realized there's a lot of things that I need to be doing that I haven't been doing. And honestly, this isn't the first time that I had a really sucky race. At state for cross country, I was so excited, and I ended up running 8th when I was trying to win the whole thing. And I was kind of disappointed about it, or very disappointed about it, and I posted on Instagram, and Katie Rainsberger, who's this incredible runner, she runs for Oregon, DM'd me on Instagram, and she's like, Easton, here's what you need to do. And she's like, you need to relax, you need to have fun with it, you need to remember why you love running, and you need to eat some cake. And I just thought that was really funny because I eat like so healthy, and then for her to say you need to eat cake was just ridiculous for me. And then after that, I went to the Nike Cross regional race, ate some cake, and ended up running the best race I'd ever run in my entire life. And that was because I had originally failed, and Katie had given me that advice that really helped me. And I think that the advice for me is a little bit different now. I think that I need to start eating healthier. I need to get a little bit more intense. I need to start caring about workouts more. I need to start weightlifting more, and I need to get like more focused in on my goals. I don't think that when you fail, it always means the exact same thing, but it can mean that you need to change something often. And also, I think that as a runner, like every runner goes through failure. Like every runner has times where they just like run awful. And I think that what you can learn from this is you just don't freak out too much when you run one bad race. Maybe try changing things up a little bit, maybe relax a little bit more. That was the big thing for me. I just need to relax last time. This week, I'm gonna focus on my mindset. And then also one thing that I realized from this race is as I was so disappointed in myself and like so down on running a 4:24, I realized that I just needed to stop and take a minute and just be grateful for what I had, because if you look at it, like running a 4:24 sophomore year, like, no, that's not what I wanted to run, but that's still awesome, and I should still be proud of myself for being able to train really hard and still being able to run a great time. Even though I can't be content with that, that doesn't mean I shouldn't take a minute to be proud of like what I've already done. And that's something this race helped me to recognize, is that I've been so focused on just running faster and getting that time and getting the next time and getting the next time and improving, that I've failed to take a moment to recognize that I've been able to accomplish something great within the last year of running. And I think that all of us need to, when we run a bad race, to recognize what exactly we're grateful for. And not only will that help us to be in a better mood, but I also think that does help you to race better. So I would definitely say that, and I think that if you're not positive now, if you're not happy now, then you'll never be happy in the future, even though you've achieved something else that's greater. You should always be striving for something that's greater than you have right now. But if you're not happy with what you have right now, you won't be happy with what you have in the future, or the goal that you're going to achieve. I still want to go to Brooks PR so bad, and I'm going to strive and do everything I can to get there. And I do still believe that I can get there if I do this thing right. But that doesn't mean I'm going to be a happier person once I qualify for Brooks. I might be more content, but not more happy. So, really disappointed on Saturday. It was a tough day. Sunday was kind of tough and just like kind of getting my head right back in the right place. And now I'm super excited about the race this weekend. I'm going to go in with a good mindset. I'm going to train really hard. I'm going to eat super healthy. I'm going to write some things down, get my mindset right for that race. And then honestly, once the race comes up, I'm not going to think too much about it. I'm going to relax, let it happen, and be grateful for what I have. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Really appreciate you for following on the journey of me qualifying for Brooks PR. I set that crazy goal for myself. Hopefully we'll get there. Thanks for tuning in for the journey.